Game 3, let's see how they do against the Ravens. What's up, Fin fans? So tomorrow, Game 3 against the Baltimore Ravens. Dress rehearsal for Game 1 against the Titans. This essentially, if you're watching this video, I'm going to talk about what to expect with this game, preview it, all that jazz, and then comment of the day. So, like usual, we're going to take this over here, right? We're going to take this over here. And we're going to bring it in. What does it say? It says let's, right? You take that, right? You take this thing over here, you bring it in, right? What does that say? It says get, right? So you got let's, get, right? Then you take this thing from down here, right? It's kind of heavy. And then you bring it up, and you bring it up, and then you put it right in here, and what does it say? Start it. To start this all off, I'm actually happy that the Dolphins are playing the Ravens. They're at home in the third preseason game. This is dress rehearsal, which means starters, whatever starters are healthy, because there's a few starters that are banged up, still in concussion protocol. Balaj is one of them that might not play, but they play until it's probably about middle of the third quarter. So I'm going to talk about things that I want to see them do. I'm going to talk about things that I want to see succeed with this team. And yeah, so the first thing I want to see is, obviously I've said this since week 1 of preseason, is I want to see this offense and defense thrive. Against the Panthers, the offense did better. Did it do great? No, but it did do better, and they got to the red zone a few times. They didn't score. Is that on play call? Is that on execution? Did they not score because of penalties? Yeah, one time, because the penalties kill them. I want to see this team's first team offense score a touchdown. If not the first series, the second series. If they don't score a touchdown within the first 2 series, I'm going to be disappointed. Especially, I'm going to keep reiterating this. I'm very glad it is against the Baltimore Ravens, because they are a team that always punches in the mouth. And they're a very hard team, and they're a very physical team. So it'll help us get ready for the season. So, and I want to see the first team defense have a stop. I don't want to see the first team offense of the Ravens score a touchdown. Field goal, fine. Don't want to see them scoring a touchdown. The next thing I want to see happen is I want to see them run the ball. A lot, whatever. I want to see them executing runs, because again, this Ravens team is a very physical, punch you in the mouth type of team. So if they can move the ball, if they can run the ball, if they can matriculate, as I like to say, go to the Bit Boys, watch the gameplay, it'll show that against more inferior teams, aka the Colts, teams that don't have great defenses, we can thrive on offense. Want to see them run the ball. The next thing I want to see is I want to see the rookies make an impact. This is the game that I need to see these rookies show, hey, look, you drafted us for a reason. We might have disappeared, but we're still, here and all that jazz. I want to see Mika Fitzpatrick keep playing well. I want to see Gesicki. He's been blocking well. In the first 2 preseason games, he's been blocking well. I want to see him start getting catches. I want to see play calls be specifically towards him, especially in the red zone. I want to see Baker do something better. I want to see Raekwon McMillan. Again, he's not a rookie, but he didn't play last year. I want to see him step up from last week's game, because last week he looked very slow. So I want to see all the rookies step up and play very well. The next thing I want to see is I want to see the cornerbacks opposite of Xavier Howard do something. When we were going into the first preseason game, we were hearing great things that we have 3 potential cornerbacks that they're fighting, and it's hard to decide between McTyer, between Tankersley, and between Lippett. This is great. We have depth, blah, 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 blah. And then we find out that the reason that this battle's going on isn't because we have depth, it's because they all are playing subpar caca. There is corners out there that the Dolphins can sign. Sean Smith is still out there. They can bring him back. There's some corners. DRC just got signed by the Oakland Raiders, so that's not going to happen. But there's still corners out there that the Dolphins can sign. So I want to see these corners step up and show that, hey, don't worry about me. I want one of these jobs, because Bobby McCain on the outside worries me. I would prefer him to stay on the inside. And I know you guys are going to say, hey, well, but we could put Fitz on the inside. I would prefer Fitz to play safety because we don't have that traditional safety that can cover. So I want to see one of these corners step up. Next thing I'd like to see is the linebackers and the defensive tackles step up. Ndamukong Suh commented on an Instagram post from Miami Dolphins or from NFL Network when McCaffrey ran that 71-yard touchdown. He was like right up the gut. I mean, he's obviously laughing because he wasn't there. My dude, I didn't address this because I don't like addressing old players talking shit. I stopped once Jarvis continued doing it, but it still happened when you were on the team. Shut up. But he does make a point. Defensive tackles, you need to step up. If you go back and watch my old videos, the things that were scaring me in free agency and all that shit were the defensive tackles and the linebacker play. And so far, the defensive tackle and the linebacker play has been not great. So, I want to see those two step up. I want to see Raekwon McMillan make up for last week's game. I want to see the defensive tackles play better. There are some defensive tackles like Gottschall and Taylor who were stepping up in big ways, but if we were going to do this rotation thing, I need them to step up. I want to see Ryan Tannehill continue to progress. A lot of people are saying he's making 5-yard throws. He's making 6-yard throws. He's not doing shit. He's making the right reads, and the reason why he's making these throws is because they're giving Jakeem Grant such a big cushion because he'll burn him over top. But I would like to see him progress more, and I would like to see that happen, and I'd like to see him take more chances. But that also goes into my next thing that I'd like to see, and the next thing is I get you can't show everything, and I get you can't put everything on tape when it comes to offensive play calls, but do something. Stop with the bubble screens 3 times in a row. You know, throw it down the field. What do you got to lose? Are we gonna we throw an interception, we lose the game 40-0. Does that matter? No, I don't. No one cares. Yeah, winning will make the team better, and the winning will bring the morale of the team up going into the season. But fucking do it. Just play football. The Colts went 0-4 one year, and then I think they went 14-12 that year. The Browns last year went 4-0 in preseason, and they didn't win a fucking game. So the record of win to losses doesn't mean shit, but I want to see this team ball out. I don't give a shit if they lose 45-40, you know? Ball out. Same thing goes with the defensive coordinator. I don't know if it's because you're calling bad plays. I don't know if you're not writing schemes or if you're testing out these players to see what scheme they can fit in. Just, I want to see this game against the Baltimore Ravens, the one team that always punches us in the mouth. I want to see a nice, clean game. No penalties. Like, just stop with the penalties, and I want to see it. If we lose 21-20, I'm fine. I just want to see the first team score multiple times. I want to see this defense get interceptions, fumbles. You know, play like you're playing for the playoffs right now. That's what I want to see. I want to see even the 4th stringers playing their ass off. That's what I want to see. I want to see these guys bust their ass. So that's what I think that we should be looking for. Let me comment below. Let me know, what you're looking for specifically. Are you looking at the play calling, or do you want to see Gase be more aggressive? As I get a text message, do you want to see Burke do better on his play calling? Do you want to see more of the rookies? Let me know below. Comment below. The game's tomorrow at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock tomorrow. I'm not streaming it. Let me know if you wanted me to do a halftime thing. If you want me to, stream halftime, we could talk about how the game's going, all that jazz. I think as of right now, just to get into the fantasy talk, League 2, I have 2 spots open that they never got on, so I'm going to pick 2, and then League 1, I got 1. So to get all together, I'm going to pick 3 names. Do you want me to do that halftime tomorrow? I can live stream, comment below, let me know about that. Just a little update about the leagues. So to start the leagues, I had to put myself into the leagues. So instead of picking 4 names, I had to put myself into the League 2. So that's why there's only 3 names that are going to be picked to be put into these leagues. Yeah, it's I can't start a league and just start it and then invite all you guys. I had to start it and then put myself in it. It's annoying and stupid. I wish it wasn't that way. So I'm going to pick one name for League 1. I'm going to pick 2 names for League 2. So now that that's over and said and done with, let's get into comment of the day. And this one comes from Twitter, and it comes from Mike Griffin, and he asks me, yes or no? Does your gut tell you Adam Gase will take us to a championship? Remember, I don't know and not sure yet do not qualify as an answer. Yes or no? So he wants me, gun to my head, yes or no, is Adam Gase going to take us to a championship? See, there's qualifiers that I need to know before I answer this question. So I'm going to answer the question yes or no, right? But let me be specific about my yeses or nos. So Adam Gase is still with the team. It's about 3 years later. He did what he wants with the team. He's got the players he wants. He's now has his full team. Will he take us to the championship? Yes. Side note, we gave up on him. We don't want him anymore. We want to move on because we're impatient, this, and that. No. Right now, if Adam Gase stays with the team and we don't get impatient and boot his ass out, I think he's a good coach. I think he knows what he's doing. I trust in him. He does make changes when he doesn't have the friggin' world against him. Mind you, I'm going to get a cool Dolphin t-shirt. I'm going to show you guys when I order it. Yes, I do think he'll take us to a championship, and if he's fired, I do think he will take a team to the championship. I think he is that. I think he's a good coach. Will he win a championship? I don't know, but I do think he will take a team to the championship. So, hope that answers your question. I did say yes, so yes. But that's the video. Again, comment below. Let me know if you want me to do a halftime live stream, and then I could pick the names. If not, then I'm gonna make my post video to review what happened with the Ravens game, and then I'm going to pick 3 names. So right now it's 3 names, 1 for League 1, 2 for League 2. I got all you guys said I want in. I got you guys' names. So I'm going to cut them up, put them in a hat again, pick them out. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I got the question from. You can ask me questions on Twitter. I retweet funny things. I retweet Dolphin things. I tweet about Dolphin things, especially when I'm watching the game. I tweet out things like, what the hell is going on? Follow me on Twitter. Follow my second channel, The Bit Boys. We're playing Madden. We are almost done with Resident Evil. We're playing a bunch of fun games. I put my heart and soul into this channel. I edit. I think it's hilarious. I crack myself up the way I edit these things just because I'm a big idiot. It means a lot to me if you guys can follow. We just broke 200 subscribers, and that's a lot thanks to you guys and going over and checking it out and subscribing, so it means a lot to me. Hit a thumbs up on this. Season starts literally in 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks from Sunday. The official season starts. The league draft, the fantasy draft, is on September 2nd at 7:30. If you need me to change the time and you're in the leagues, let me know. Message in the league. Go in the league and message on the board, hey, can we do this time? And we'll do a consensus. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Ton of football stuff, along with Dolphin stuff, along with other stuff that I like to do on this channel will be happening. I appreciate the shit out of you guys. Let's get a win tomorrow. Let this team bust its ass tomorrow and play great football, especially with the first teamers. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Fins up! What's up, Fin fans? Being that there is no training camp anymore, or one that I can report on, I thought of this video. Actually, my girlfriend thought of this video because she asked me a question. She asked me a question that all you guys asked me, essentially,